Gotchasports. We are back. Carrie, after the Bachelor trip. How are we
I don't. I
feeling?
don't. I mean, I feel great now. I really felt great the entire time. I don't think there was a day I was hurting too bad. Um, can't say that about everyone. There were definitely some midday naps hit by a few people, but yeah, I don't. When there's 16 people, I don't really know what you can expect.
No, it's true. It's very true. I'm actually shocked I didn't take a nap.
Yeah, there were definitely times I could have. I think if more people weren't up and active, I would have knocked out pretty quick.
Oh, yeah. I think the midday, just random pots of coffee really helped.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just 4 o'clock and I hear it brewing. I'm like, yes.
I remember before we went golfing Friday morning, I was already all ready to go, ready to step out of the door. And someone had mentioned my energy drink that I had prepared and left in the fridge.
Oh,
That, let me tell you, we slow sipped that because the second we got to the golf course, there are obviously transfusions coming out, there are beers coming out.
yeah.
And so I kind of just had it sitting in the cart. And I think probably about the halfway point, maybe even hole 7 or 8, so a little before, the small hangover kicked in and that energy drink got dumped out real quick because I could not handle that amount of caffeine from the way I
Yeah.
was feeling.
Oh, no,
But
for sure.
great trip overall. Would do it again. I think that sets a pretty high standard for bachelor parties right now. That was the first one I've ever been on. I think that was
Yeah,
the first
same.
one you were a part of, right? Yeah.
Yeah. First one
Um,
ever.
but maybe not like a specific highlight, but what day do you think stands out to you overall?
Um, what day? It's hard to say because I feel like the first night, maybe this is how it always works, just like built up excitement and whatnot. But first day, I feel like we all went pretty hard,
Yeah.
and so
And
kind of unexpectedly hard.
yeah, I think we can thank Andy Hahn for that one coming up big on the slots in the bar
That was true.
on the Thursday night opener, which
Yeah.
was
Well,
ridiculous. Was a ridiculous run. We might actually have to get him on this podcast to explain it because
yeah.
I know he won a few times, but I never saw it happen. I just like would turn around and everyone was going nuts.
Well, it just seemed like every time that kid sat at the table, and again, this wasn't a casino. We were at a
The
dive bar
smallest bar possible.
that just had a slot machine in it. And one of the guys on the bachelor trip just every time he sat down, he had the hot hand.
Yeah.
All I remember is I turned around and I just saw one zebra. Then I saw two zebras. Then I saw four zebras. And it got up to like 8 zebras. And I'm like, this kid's going nuts. It was awesome.
Yeah. And then he's up there trying to get shots, and the bartender recommends the Capri Sun shot, which let me tell you, pretty tasty. It's definitely up there for me. That was pretty. It was go and went down so easy.
What even
But I
was
think the
in that?
funny man, I couldn't even tell you. I bet it was some
Just
type of
Capri Sun.
fruit punch vodka mixed with something is my guess. I don't even know.
Yeah.
It had like a similar texture of like a green tea shot. Like it was like
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but it was good. And there
It was
were,
good.
I mean, let me tell you, the kid peaked, and I wish I could have been the one buying 15, 16 shots because that's pretty
Same.
sick just to go up and do
Yeah.
that. Um, but no, that first night was unbelievable and definitely more than what I expected it to be.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, folks, because we didn't mention it, that we were at Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. It's hilly there. Walking around
Very,
there late at night at
very
2 in the
hilly.
morning is not the most fun walk in the world,
No.
especially
No.
being drunk. But I think the moment that sticks out to me the most is when we obviously golfed Friday. We were out in the sun all day. Then we were out on the water,
Yep.
go to bed at like 3, 4 a.m. I don't know what it is. And then just a big group of the boys just all rally at like 9 a.m. and just immediately ride the bus and
Yeah.
death box and a favorite was playing red or black, and I didn't know what that was. I thought it was a real game. It's not. You just flip every single card over, and if it's red and you chose red, you drink, and if it's black and you chose black, you drink. So that was a really interesting way to start off the morning, but nevertheless, very, very fun. Um, did we do anything food wise that was too crazy? I think we kept it pretty simple.
No, I mean, we first night had grilled pork tenderloin, which that was
Oh, that was
great,
really
and
good,
some like
actually.
roasted potatoes. And then, I mean, we didn't really do much like breakfast wise. And then on Friday, I
Mike
think
just came up clutch with
Friday,
the donuts. That was big.
donuts, and then had like barbecue chicken.
Yeah,
Um,
we had a good cook there.
couple, yeah, we had,
Some
we
guys
had
knew what they were doing on the grill.
we had some better meals than I was expecting chicken fingers and fries every meal.
Yeah, no, that I mean the chicken and the pork tenderloin were insane. It's
Yeah,
the
that was good.
it was like it could not have been or cooked more perfectly.
We only went out to eat once,
Yeah,
three
that's
nights.
wild.
Only went out to eat one
That is
time,
wild. I don't
which was
think
sick.
I could be wrong about this. I don't think that was the greatest food in the world, but it
Oh, it was
wasn't
the
bad
most
by any
average
means.
meal of all time. It
Yeah.
was the most average, and I did get chicken fingers and fries. The most average chicken fingers and fries, but I do think it was necessary too because Saturday
Oh yeah.
like we could tell 2 days catching back up to us needed some like actual greasy hangover food, and for as average as it was, it hit the spot for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think at that point, people just needed some sustenance and some greasy food in their stomach just to accommodate everything else.
Oh yeah, for sure. But there was a ton of cornhole, ton of jumping in the lake. I think that was one of my favorite parts was the coming home from the bar or coming or like going out to the dock from playing games or whatever and doing some late night swimming. It's just
Yeah,
no, it's just nature out there, dude. Just hearing the water, hearing the birds chirping. Just a couple times you hear a couple flaps and it makes you want to get out. But hey, I was one with the water this weekend.
there was this Saturday night. I swear to God, something was moving across the water, and we could not figure
It
out what it
was
was. It was moving
it
with
was
some
big.
speed too.
It was big.
It was probably a shark, but
It could
in
have
all
been.
seriousness, there was something there.
There was. There was definitely something there.
Hmm.
But overall, dude, 10 out of 10 for me. It was the exact weekend that I was looking for. I think it was a lot of people just enjoyed. Again, it was probably one of the more chill bachelor parties I'll ever be on, or I think other people. Like we really didn't do that much, but also at the same time, the vibes were constantly high. The banter was off the charts. The food was great. The drinks were flowing. It was just overall 10 out of 10 weekend.
The dick bumps were going crazy,
Boom.
dude. I was crying. People were loving it. People were hating on it.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
a
really know what you got to see it in person to I think get a full feeling effect from it.
just dudes being dudes. That's all it is. It's all the people need to know. Just dudes being
Yeah,
dudes.
yeah. It might be weird in any other scenario. When it's just 16 guys, a lot of people are gonna laugh.
Yes. All I mean, like if you're in Walmart or Target and you look down aisle 6 and you see that, you're probably like, I don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah,
But
I'm getting out of
on a
there.
bachelor trip, it's all good.
Hmm. Hmm. But yeah, I would say the same thing. Nothing. I would do nothing different with that trip. I think I'd like one round of golf was perfect for me too because I will say I think that was probably the most draining thing we did the entire weekend.
Yeah. Well, it also didn't help that the course, to your point, just like in the Ozarks, is very hilly. So I mean, we were
Oh yeah,
downhill, uphill. I mean, even on the golf course, we didn't have a flat lie to hit a shot. So I mean, your feet are constantly on some sort of angle, and then you just it was cart path only too, so we did extra walking with that. But course was sick. I love that
yeah,
course.
yeah. I mean, I would say it's probably close to being in the top five. courses I've ever played in terms of just how nice it was. It was challenging. It was not an easy course.
No, not at all. But no, I agree. It was a great weekend. It's tough getting back into the swing of things now. Just getting back to your normal work week, your routine. Lord knows I need to work out. I mean, but hey, we're gonna slowly get back into it, get back on the grind, and we'll be ready to go. If it's your first time joining us, welcome. We are Gotchasports. You already heard some Bachelor trip talk this episode. It's going to be a shorter episode, only going to do a couple of segments. Not really going to be any sports talk. We're going to save that for next week. Probably get back to our normal 2 episode schedule, a week schedule, and we'll catch you up on the MLB college baseball where the regionals were just finalized. So we got super regionals to talk about leading into the College World Series. NBA playoffs, Indiana Pacers, the city of Indianapolis is buzzing. We'll get into all that next week. But this episode, we got Immaculate Grid. Got to go 9 for 9. We've had a pretty good run here in the past couple, so we're going to attempt to go 9 for 9 in that. Would you rather, gear grinders, and best bet? Short episode, but carry Immaculate Grid. Okay, let me pull it up here. See what we got. Hopefully, it's an easy one.
My brain's kind of fried right now. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my gosh. It is 6 different teams. We've got the Atlanta Braves, the Detroit Tigers, Oakland Athletics up top. On the left side, we got the Yankees, Cubs, and Giants. A lot of teams, Kerry. This could be difficult.
All right. Cubs, Braves, Dansby.
Yep.
Cubs, Tigers, Javi.
Yep.
Cubs, A's. Yikes. I should know this, but I don't.
I've got one, Kerry. He's a reliever.
Shoot it then. I have no idea.
Jesse
Fernando
Chavez.
Rodney. Oh God.
He's the one with the rec specs, right?
Couldn't even tell you, dude.
Just trust it, dude. Just trust it. I think this him. Yep. Yep.
0.9. Holy shit.
Dude.
I
love me. Jesse Chavez, I actually think he played for 15 MLB teams.
I mean, I would not be shocked. Did Jock Peterson play for any of those teams?
Jock Peterson played for the Braves and Giants.
Josh Donaldson, A's Yankees.
Yeah. I was thinking Jason Giambi. I think that would have been a high percentage
too.
Dude, I'm pretty sure Jock Peterson played for the Braves and Giants.
Yeah. That sounds right. I know he played for the Giants.
Let's go, Kerry.
Nice.
All right. 5 for 5. Got 4 left. Oh, Yankees, Tigers.
Was CC Sabathia? Was CC Sabathia only a Yankee?
I don't think he was a Brave or Tiger. Tigers, Yankees, Curtis Granderson.
Yep. Is Verlander on San Francisco right now? That's who he's with, right?
Yep. That works for Tigers, Giants.
Detroit, yep.
Let's go, Kerry. All right,
Yankees, Braves.
We're 7
We're
for
cooking.
7 right
We're
now.
steamrolling.
We're cooking. Yeah.
If you've ever seen a train ran, that's what's happening right now.
Um,
Braves, Yankees. I feel like that one should not be hard.
No, it should not. Not at all.
I feel like the Braves have just like the most consistent lineup through the past 10 years, players wise.
Trying to think of like some older Braves players.
Did Verdugo, Yankees
Alex
Braves?
Verdugo?
He's with the Braves right now, right?
Yeah. Which wait,
Him.
did Verdugo play
He
for the
played.
Yankees and Red Sox?
Yeah,
I love it,
I
Carrie. Let's
think
do it.
I'm fairly positive with this.
Carrie, 8 for 8.
Yep. All right. A's in San Francisco. Did Ricky Henderson ever play for the Giants?
I don't hate it.
Or did Barry Bonds ever swing a year with the A's somehow towards
No,
the end
I
of his
don't think so.
career?
I like who was that?
Mark McGuire? He was
I
an
don't think he ever
A's
played.
player for a
Yeah, I don't
little
think
bit,
he ever
wasn't
played for
he?
the Giants. Who's that pitcher? I think he was a starter. Um, like old school age uniforms, like you know what I'm talking about. They have like the stirrup
Sleeves?
stripes. Maybe like the vest, like the yellow vests.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh.
pitcher. Can't remember his name. I can picture him. Yeah, I don't hate that Ricky guess.
That's my only solid. Well, not solid. That's my only actual guess right now.
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh,
Damn, dude. You got to look that up
damn.
because that hurts me.
Only like 170. Vita Blue. That's who I was thinking of.
Yeah, I wasn't going to remember that one.
Ah, damn, dude.
Do you think there's any current? There's probably no current players because the A's.
Mark and
I feel like the A's have a relatively young team.
Matt Chapman.
All right, that one I
I
probably should have gotten. Not gonna lie.
I mean, my mind was never going to go to Matt Chapman.
I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm pretty sure Matt Chapman came up with the A's and got traded because he was actually one of the good players there when they sucked.
Mm.
They still aren't great by any means, but
Sergio Ramos.
I knew he played
I mean,
for the
not.
Giants. I had no clue about the A's.
I mean, I
Not
don't know,
getting
dude.
that
I
one.
feel like, yeah, damn. Vita Blue is definitely who I was thinking of. You know his card that what I'm talking about from MLB The Show.
Yeah, he's a lefty, weird throwing lefty.
Yeah. Damn. All right, 8 for 9.
It's crazy.
First one
That's how I
back.
know him. Also,
That's how I know half of
yeah.
my sports knowledge has come from video games.
Yeah.
It actually
Yeah,
helps.
fair.
It actually helps.
Mm-hmm.
But 8 for 9 this week, Immaculate Grid. And then 9 for 9's coming. It's coming again. We're gonna get a streak going. All right, Carrie. But Carrie, let's take that to Would You Rather. Start us off.
All right, my would you rather is: would you rather have, let's say, 6 houses, can be as nice as you want, all over the world, wherever you want, but the catch is you cannot travel anywhere else? Or would you rather be able to travel for the rest of your life, and in return, you just don't get those 6 houses everywhere?
6 houses.
As nice as you want, they can be absolute pads.
6 houses for sure. It's a lot of equity, dude. It's a lot of equity.
Okay, I guess when you put it into those terms, yeah, it's not a bad
It's
idea.
a, I mean, no, it would suck just staying in the not suck, especially if you can make it however nice you want. But it would you would want to go other places, So I do get the temptation to go to the other side, but for me, I want that equity. I want all that equity,
Yeah,
dude.
I think I don't know. I'd probably just take the traveling one, but I think we're also two different people, just in terms of like I've definitely traveled a little more than you,
Oh,
so
for
that
sure.
I think
Yeah.
that something is just like strikes my interest more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love to travel, but I'm also very much a saver rather than a spender. And so I think that there's a conflict there that I need to figure out internally. And
Yeah,
once I figure it out internally, I can then go to either side, But right now they're clashing together, and I don't really like it.
no, complete sense. I get it. I'm just the opposite. I want to do a billion things before I die.
No, I that's a good way to live. And ain't nothing wrong with that, soldier.
Yeah, but let's get it on yours. What do you got?
Would you rather hit a hole in one or hit a parlay for like 10 grand?
Oh God. And
Because in the grand scheme
God,
of things, don't get me wrong, like 10 grand's a lot of money. It's a
in this
lot.
in
Like you can
life
do a
though,
lot.
it's not.
As it in terms of yes, in terms of the entirety of your life, is 10 grand really that much? Probably not.
I'm
But
I the golfer in me is the reasoning for my answer. I'm going to say the hole in one.
I think I'd agree.
That
I
that
think I'd agree, dude.
accomplishment is just like unmatched.
I will say, like in terms of, I mean, I don't know what the probability is, but or if they're even close, but I feel like you only hit a hole in one, maybe ever
I've been a lot
one
closer to
time.
hitting a parlay for 10 grand than I have a hole in one.
There you go. And
So
neither happened, unfortunately.
yeah, I've been close. I've been close twice. Like one bet off, and they were both probably like 10 to 12 leggers for some dumbass reason. Uh, but no, I think the hole in one honestly might be harder.
I both obviously take luck, I'd say.
Right. There's also just like you can make more parlays for 10 grand than you can go play golf.
Opportunities to hit hole in one. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's fair. That's a good point. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you put in 100 parlays to win 10K a day, you're bound to hit one of them. You would
I
think.
mean, you would think. You would think. I don't know what you're ripping though. Like
I mean, that's over
odds
three
wise.
thousand. It's closer to 4,000 if you did 100 a day.
Maybe we should
Closer to
experiment.
4,000. Mm. No, I'm good.
No, that's a
I'd
smart
say hole in
decision.
one too, though. I would say hole in one. It's I mean, there's only one person that two people I truly know that have hit hole in one.
Yeah, I mean, I probably know three, but
Nolan Gorman 2-run home run. The ball game's tied. The Cards, baby, we're back.
the division's over.
We're back.
But yeah, same. I know 2 to 3 people. I don't know anyone that's hit. Well, actually, I know. I do know 1 or 2 people that have hit a parlay. It's probably pretty close.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I
in
know like
terms
the same
of
amount of people that have done either or at least one of them. Doing both of them
yeah,
is insane. You're a freak if you're doing both.
you're closer to buying 6 houses. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that is nuts.
Yeah, I think hole in one for me though. Again, golfer, the golfer in me. I want a hole in one so bad, just to say I got a hole in one, not for any other reason, but hole in one.
Yeah, I'm right with you. I think majority vote would go that way too.
I think so
If
too.
you're a golfer, if you don't golf at all, yeah, just take the 10 grand, walk away. But
Or it'd be kind of sick to be like, I've golfed one time in my life, I suck, and I hit a hole in one,
yeah, dude,
and never played again.
I've seen videos of that shit where like a guy will take his friend or his girlfriend out, and they just hit a little dribbler on a downhill par three, and it just rolls all the way into the hole. The
I'll
worst
tell you
shot of
what,
all
Carrie,
time is the greatest shot of all time.
we're not that lucky. We're not that lucky, pal.
No, we strike the ball a little too well at this point to hit a dud of a shot like that for it to go in.
I mean, if how bad of a shot does it have to be on a par three for you to obviously no matter what happens if it goes in the hole, like it's a hole in one.
Yeah.
How bad of a shot would it have to be for you to be like, I don't really know if it counts. Not necessarily counts, but like, when your excitement's not.
If it's a par three on an 18-hole course that's shooting pars of 72, anything would be legit. Any shot that hits the club is legit to me.
Okay. So if you, let's say, just throwing one out there, hole eight, par three, there's like a halfway house on the far, like, let's say 50 yards to the left of the green. You pull one left, it goes off the roof of the halfway house, not even remotely close to the green, bounces off, goes in the hole.
Count it.
Well, obviously it counts. I mean,
Yeah, no, that's a hole in one. I'm explaining to people. I will tell people that I hit a hole in one, and when they ask me what happens, I will explain the story exactly how it happened. There was zero skill, it was all luck, but hey,
yeah,
I hit a hole in
I
one.
love it. I love it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree
What
with that.
are you on the same page as me? If you're going to play like a 9-hole course, all par threes, does that hole in one count? Yes or no?
I personally think if you hit a hole in one at any moment, even if you don't even play 18 or 9 holes, you just randomly go out and play one par three and you make it, it's a hole in one.
Still a hole in one. It doesn't have the same effect or feeling to me. It's still insane
I
either
I
way.
I I think like if I went out on a par three course, an 18 hole par three course, and I make one from the tee box on that par three course, I'm ecstatic. That's a hole in one. Count it 100%.
I don't even know if I'm hitting a birdie on an all par three course.
That's what I'm saying.
Par three is
Like
my
the
worst one.
I don't think just because you play only 9 holes or just because you play a par three course doesn't negate how sick that is.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I get that.
So I'm counting it. It's there. It's hole in one.
I disagree, but that's what this podcast is for, to strike controversy, and that's what we like. That's what everyone likes.
That's true. You have to have some in your life, you know.
Yeah.
But Carrie, let's move on to, fortunately, the sad part of the episode. But that is gear grinders. Carrie, what's been grinding your gears this week?
Grinds my gears, and it didn't really occur to me until after this Bachelor trip of like why it pissed me off so much. I think there should be like some type of like when you take trips, I think the greatest thing in the world would be just take an extra day off or something and come back on a Saturday. Give yourself a day off of being back home, because it is the worst feeling in the world getting home late on a Sunday. Maybe not late, in the afternoon on a Sunday. You just got to unpack, you do your laundry, do whatever, and you just immediately prep for the work week. Like that is the
No,
least amount of
that's
fun
fair.
I've ever had in a long time.
That's fair. Totally agree with that. It is for those future bachelors coming up. I think what Carrie's saying makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Take the extra day.
Take Thursday, Friday off, get in late Wednesday.
Yep.
Like do a Wednesday through Saturday. Saturday can be the travel day. Like, yeah, you lose out on it. Like, why would you do that on a Saturday when you have a whole nother night? It's so worth it to me.
I'm actually I'm going back on it. Saturday. That's tough.
Or you got to take like Monday off then or something.
I think I would prefer that rather than like I think taking off the Friday and then taking off the Monday would be better. Like cuz if you're
Yeah.
driving back or flying back on Sunday, it's a Sunday. Whether you have work or whether you don't, it's a Sunday. And knowing that you have to go to work that next day, to your point, and getting back so late, and just having to completely switch from bachelor party mode to work mode or school mode, whatever your case is, it's not easy. So I definitely recommend taking a day, but I think I'd rather take the Monday than leave on the Saturday.
Yes. And a direct Riley Frawley quote, and I've also used it multiple times. Got a text Monday morning right around the time work started, and he said, "This isn't real." Because it's not. It doesn't feel
It's
real.
not real. No. No.
Take
And
take that
honestly,
Monday off.
yes. And that's a great lead into my gear grinder. My
Oh,
gear
nice.
grinder this week relates to my key card to get into my office at work. So I've been having issues with it probably for weeks before the Bachelor trip. Weeks before. Just whenever you scan it at any of the doors, it doesn't work. So then I have to either make eye contact with the receptionist, and then she's got to get up from her desk and come let me in, which she doesn't want to do that. I know she doesn't.
No.
Or I got to call a coworker if she's not there to come let me in, and I know for a fact they don't want to do that because they've told me multiple times that I need to figure it out. So that's been happening for a couple of weeks. I've reached out about it. There's some things in the works. I get to the office on Monday morning, completely forgot that it didn't work or doesn't work every time, and I just go to scan it. Didn't let me in. Receptionist wasn't there. I call my coworker. He doesn't pick up. I'm just sitting outside for 5 or 10 minutes, just waiting to get in to go start my workday after not feeling great and also being a Monday. Oh man, it was just a horrible way to come back into the routine.
Yeah, that's what just everyone take that Monday off.
Nothing good happens on that Monday.
Nope, not a single thing. I weirdly felt fine Monday. I was kind of shocked, but
I think my
luck of the
body
draw,
was
I
just
guess.
tired. It was just tired.
Monday was probably the best I felt at work in a long time. I think it was
You're
the
weird.
the, the bush
That's
apple
sick.
flowing through the body.
That's sick.
I mean, it
Not
is. I
cool.
don't. I really don't understand it, but it's pretty cool not feeling dead at work on Monday.
That's true. You're just built different, I guess.
That that's not a year round thing though. That was luck.
Hey, you'll take it. You'll take it.
Yeah.
Let's get to the best part of every episode, and that is the best bet. There's two bets out there today for the people, and we're coming off a sweep.
I think so.
So
Sounds right.
you've got one of the picks. Give it to us.
Yeah. All right. The first pick will be the Chicago Cubs at the Nationals. I'm going to be taking under 8.5. We have Boyd for the Cubs on the mound and Gore for the Nationals on the mound. Not going to say that they're both the greatest pitcher in the world, but they've been solid this year, and they've each had some very good games pitching this year. And I like this to be a low-scoring game.
Especially because yesterday there were a lot of runs. They're not going to be back-to-back a lot of runs.
Yeah, and the Cubs are kind of known for doing that at times. But I'll tell you what, the Cubs find a way to win games in some situations that are not favorable to them this year, which has been awesome.
Yeah, I like a 1-0 Nationals win tomorrow. I think that under is great.
Lie, but let's get to yours. None of this blatant lies against the Cubs anymore.
My best bet for today is Astros money line. They're playing the Pirates. That's all that needs to be said. They're playing the Pirates. Astros money line.
The
They're playing the
Astros are
Pirates.
still only like minus what 134.
Something like that. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Two pitchers that can't pitch, arguably should be not in Major League Baseball, are on the mound. And so, you know what? I will take the Astros offense over the Pirates offense every single time. And I'm only getting at minus 134. Take it. Astros money line. Gusto on the bump. Again, even if it gets into a shootout, I like the Pirates offense better, or I like the Astros offense better than the Pirates offense.
He's second guessing himself now.
I am not.
Oh
I
my
misspoke,
god, this
dude.
is the pick you're giving to the people?
I misspoke, dude. It's Astros money line. and it's Cubs Nationals under 8.5. Sprinkle in Nationals 1-0 win. That's best bet. That's best
Garbage
bet.
from you.
If it's your first time joining us, appreciate you. Different episode than normal. Hope you enjoyed it, though, hearing about a Bachelor trip. Doing a couple of our normal segments. We'll bring back some more. We even got a couple new ones in the works. And so we'll get those to you guys as well. But go follow us on all of our socials. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X. You name it. We got it. Leave us a 5-star review. Still don't know if we've seen one come through yet. Would love that to happen. That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool.
Probably not, but that's okay.
That's all right. That's all I got, Carrie. What you got?
We Gotchasports.
Until next time.